It's the year 2000, and we kick off the new millennium with Y2K fears. That all turned out okay. Napster and digital music streaming starts to become a thing. So where are we in local music, guys?
Well, I mean, Sean Panting put out Lotus Land that year.
The ink sinking low through the backbone.
Neil Conway put out The Kitchen Sessions, Jim Fiddler, Friendly Fire.
Friendly fire.
I felt like it was becoming a year for Great Big Sea because the New Year's party was downtown and they were headlining the show and they were becoming pretty big then.
What song did you choose for the year 2000?
Well, we finalized it to Damn It Doyle's album.
Hyperdramatic.
Hyperdramatic.
The song is Tattooed.
Tattooed on my skin, don't know where you end and I begin. Your tattoo.
I just remember it being played a lot on the radio.
Yeah. It's a great song, very well crafted, and Davenant was really having a great, career at that time.
It's 2001, and the overwhelming moment for 2001 is, of course, September 11th, which we now know as 9/11, and of course, the repercussions for this province and for the world. But the bands played on. What was going on local music-wise in 2001?
That was the year that the songs from the shows, the Ryan's Fancy album, came out with all the songs from their CBC shows, and that was a huge deal for a lot of people.
Come along, let us put it out together.
Dead Reckoning came back with Time's Time.
On the inside of the world.
Trim Navel Beef, Gold Star.
The store I work at, under the counter, there's a sticker that says Trim Navel Beef, and one day I was like, what does that mean? And then I realized it's pap oil in the buys.
Like a metro bus, baby, I'm dependable, cause I'm a gold star. Put it in your face!
So what song did you come up with for 2001?
We came up with the Ennis Sisters. It's Not About You.
It's not about you. I'm finally walking. I'm singing inside. I can't hear you talking.
That was all over the radio, and it really, it was one of those ones that stick in your head.
It's a no-brainer in a way that we gotta get them on the list.
2002. Oil and gas and the mining industry are really starting to take off in this province, so many people in Newfoundland and Labrador have a little bit more money to spend on things like music, going out to hear bands. Now, in Canada, Avril Lavigne hit the scene. That was the emergence of Avril Lavigne. But what was happening here this year? What songs and what music were you guys talking about for 2002?
Liz Band had Devotion, another amazing record.
Get along, get over it.
The Flummies, way back when. Great Big Sea, Sea of No Cares, which was another great record for them.
All right, so what song did you settle on then for 2002?
2002, Jacinda Beals, Labrador to the Core.
No matter where I ever go, from any hilltop to any shore, this is my home, I look no more. I am Labrador to the core.
When she put out Labrador to the Core, I think it just shone a light on how, there are so many proud Labradorians in addition to proud Newfoundlanders.
Yeah.
And it's like a theme song now.
It's 2003. Danny Williams is elected Premier of Newfoundland and Labrador. Canadian Idol hits televisions, and of course, Newfoundland and Labrador musicians do well on Canadian Idol. Now, what songs were you guys talking about?
Ron Hines' album, Get Back Change, came out. Mark Bragg and the Black Wedding Band, The Reckless Kind. There's so many good records.
You say this one you guys got consensus on pretty quickly. So what did you pick?
We picked Brothers in Stereo, Worst Crowd, which I felt like was right away the obvious choice.
It was all on our tip of our tongue.
That's right.
Yeah.
Why did you hang around with the worst crowd, yeah.
That was constantly on radio and
Absolutely.
And I think that they really they really knocked it out of the park with the music video as well, with them on the double-decker bus.
Yeah, and it had a hook to the
Super catchy
Voice.
song.
Yeah.
Super catchy song and a fun song.
fun
And
song.
it's like really stayed relevant. Like I think with like something like, you know, jangle pop, or, you know, if you want to call it like Brit pop, like whatever they were probably into has became popular again. So like a lot of people I know in like their 20s are listening to that song regularly. If like I go to a house party, that song is always played at least once. Like,
great.
And like everyone's kind of looking at it as like this like very cool like track that maybe when they were younger and heard it on the radio, for like someone around my age, they didn't actually even realize it was a Newfoundland band, because it kind of sounded like it could be like a British or like American band.
Yeah.
We're at 2004. Same-sex marriage becomes legal in several Canadian provinces, including Newfoundland and Labrador. The Rick Mercer Report debuts on CBC. What songs were you guys talking about in 2004 in Newfoundland and Labrador?
Great Big Sea, again with Something Beautiful.
Move along. I believe there's something beautiful to see. Move along.
When we hit this one, we went,
We ended up with the Irish Descendants. The song titled "Take Me Back to Ireland."
Take me back to Ireland, to the place I long to be.
just a beautifully crafted song, a very nostalgic song.
What else would you add? You can email us, nl25playlist@cbc.ca. Thanks to Liam Ryan, Colleen Power, and Richie Perez for being our crack music panel. 25 songs made in this province that represent the first 25 years of the century. And right now we are at the year 2005. And that was the year the Rooms opened in St. John's. What were you looking at, and what did you finally choose?
We had Buddy, what's his name, in the shed.
In me shed, me lovely little shed.
Mark Bragg put out beer music with some great tunes. Gazebo Unit.
You have to
Unis.
remember Gazebo Unit.
Oh,
Trikes and bikes.
Trikes and bikes. Skidoo,
Yeah.
skidoos.
Skidoo, trikes and bikes.
Skidoo, trikes and bikes. At the gazebo, we likes to fight. This is what we do up in airport height.
That was up there, right? We
almost had it.
we almost used that one.
Yeah.
So what did you choose in the end?
The Novaks.
The Novak.
The Novaks, song titled Goodbye Rock and Roll Band.
Goodbye, rock and roll band.
You know, some of these songs did a good stint on commercial radio, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was played constantly on our local radio as well.
I feel like that was another one where we kind of were like, we talked about a bunch of songs with them.
And that
that
one-
one, when that came up, we were all like, I
Yeah.
think it's, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the year 2006. Facebook was open to everyone over the age of 13 with a valid email address. The Brad Guzzu curling rink won gold at the Winter Olympics. What Newfoundland and Labrador music were you looking at in 2006?
Rex Gowdy was on the go that year.
I'm just a guy who's in love with a girl not in front of me.
Amelia Kern's album War Brides. Her song Scattered and Small was an excellent song.
Oh, I was so alone, I'm scattered and small.
The Punters had songs for Sunday morning. Hey Rosetta had Plan Your Escape. It was another huge year.
All right, so what did you come up with for 2006 in the end?
We picked The Flag of Newfoundland by Shanneyganock.
Fling out the flag over creek and cray. Pink, white, and green, so fair, so grand.
The album is Fling Out the Flag, and I really think that, like, with all the stuff going on politically at the time, I think that was such an important record, and I just think that it was like a real bolster for Newfoundlanders when they came out with this song, and it's like as soon as it came on the radio, it got a lot of airplay, and as soon as it came on, like I don't know, I just was like felt really like a strong Newfoundlander and Labradorian. I don't know.
It's the year 2007. The iPhone was revealed to the world in June of that year. The White Stripes played in St. John's. It was the final stop of their tour of the provinces and territories of Canada. I think they did like their shortest surprise performance ever on George Street, like a one-note
One note
Yeah.
concert.
What were you guys going through in terms of local music for this year?
There was great records out in the trad era. The Irish Descendants had Southern Shore. The Punters came out with Beautiful Star, but this one topped our list.
Waltz Around the Cape by Jim Payne and Fergus O'Byrne.
I dreamed we were waltzing round the Cape. I held you gently in my arms.
Jim Payne has kind of proved himself as like one of the essential Newfoundland songwriters, and like should be in the conversation with people like Ron Hines.
Absolutely.
We're talking about the year 2008 now, and in May, Leonard Cohen played a series of sold-out shows at the Holy Heart Theatre in St. John's. Bandcamp started. Essential right now for independent musicians. What were you digging through in terms of Newfoundland and Labrador music in 2008, Richie?
We had thoughts of Donnie Dunphy, of
Having a time.
Having a time.
time.
If you got beef with Dumpy, I wouldn't be so inclined. Cause I'm not frigging around. And I'm just having a time. Having a time. Having a time. That's what I said, I'm just having a time.
Liz Solo had Alien that year as well. Graham Wells' record, traditional music from Newfoundland, that is a great record as well. The Idlers, their record came out, Corner.
So what did you come up with for 2008 in the end?
The Flummies, song title Tishialuk Girls. Is that?
Tishialuk Girls.
Yep, from the album This Is the Life for Me.
Tishiela girls are neat and tidy. Tishiela girls, the one last one. Tishiela girls will come in handy when Sam Cove is dead and gone.
Everyone should go try to find it and listen to it. It's
They're
so good.
such an elusive band, though. You try to look them up on the internet.
Yeah.
And there's not much information on them at all. But
That's right.
You'll see these old YouTube videos of them performing at a house party or something.
Yes, exactly. There's not a lot, but you can actually go on their website and get their music. So.
Okay. In 2009, the highest grossing film was Avatar, and Michael Bublé topped the Canadian album charts with Crazy Love. Here in Newfoundland and Labrador in 2009, what kind of music were we listening to, and what really stood out for you guys?
This was another year where we kind of looked at the list and we picked the song right away.
Amelia Curran, The Mistress, from Hunter x Hunter.
Hello, it's me, the mistress. Is there anybody home? 'Cause the last place I should be is sitting here alone.
It's
All I
such a
ask
well-written song. I mean, it really is such a beautifully crafted song, and I think that a lot of people can relate to it. She also had Bye Bye Montreal off that same record, right?
Yeah, she was almost competing.
With herself.
What do you think? What song made in Newfoundland and Labrador from 2005 to 2009 stands out to you? What would you include on the NL25 playlist? You can email us, nl25playlist@cbc.ca. We are 1/4 of the way through this century. 2010, that was the year of Hurricane Igor. And of course, that tore through eastern Newfoundland in September 20th and 21st. There was a benefit concert held for it. Republic of Doyle started shooting in 2010. And also the 2010 Juno Awards were held in St. John's. What songs were you guys going through?
Matthew Byrne's Ballads came out that year.
Come all ye lads and fair young maids, come all ye sports beware.
Pathological Lovers would have came out that year with a project.
Stretch between Corner Brook and Stephenville, exit 1, exit 2.
Jody Richardson?
Yeah, Jody Richardson. Yeah, he's a local legend of sorts.
Great songwriter, too.
But this one ended up being was House by Ron Hines off Stealing Genius.
I love this house. When we moved in, this house meant everything.
It's called House, but it's about your home, you know? It just really touches all the right sentimental, nostalgic, you know, just like when you really nitty-gritty life song.
We're at 2011, And what I can remember the most about 2011 was August. That summer had the worst weather. It was like the worst weather summer anyone could remember. So while we were going indoors and listening to music, what songs did the three of you listen to from 2011?
The Dardanelles had Eastern Light. Mark Bragg with Your Kiss.
Put away the bowling ball, drop the ham radio, swallow the bazooka Joe.
Okay, but you did eventually have to come up with a 2011 song.
Yeah.
We came up with Bandages by Rosetta, which was off of the album Seeds. They were the band at that point, and they were a heavy hitter. For a lot of people, you know, for myself, it was like being a young person in school, it was the local band that people were talking about and that people were listening to. That song and that album was a huge hit.
2012. That was the year The Grand Seduction, starring Brendan Gleeson and Taylor Kitsch, filmed in Trinity and the area. So it was a big year for a big film production, but what songs were on the go in 2012?
I think that was the first year that I've started hearing The Once.
It was a really good album for them, Row Upon Row of the People We Know.
At the front of the bar, but at the back of the line.
Andrew James O'Brien.
Yeah, his album Searchers came out that year. That was, I guess, pre-Fortunate Ones. But I remember that being like a big talked about album.
It was, yeah.
She makes love like a house on fire, then she's cool like a cold rain.
What did you decide on for that year?
We chose The Long Distance Runners, the song Sally Ann, and the album is, what is that?
Tracks.
Tracks.
So let's get on with the show. I didn't want you to go. I thought that you didn't either. Oh, at the Sally Ann.
It was a big hit on CHMR. It was in heavy rotation as soon as it came out, and it was so catchy. I mean, it was on mainstream radio as well. Just such a catchy song, stuck in your head.
Now we're at the year 2013, and what I remember about 2013 is that February by Lisa Moore won CBC's Canada Reads for that year. What songs were you listening to from 2013?
Green and Gold, The Body Knows came out. That was a big one, and they had quite a lot of buzz going around town.
Longs to be stoned, still and quiet and underground.
Matt Hornell, Have It All, that would have came out that year too.
These crimes will break you down.
The band we picked had a few different songs that were kind of up against each other on that record. We picked Worth Living by the Black Bags.
I think it's very underrated. The songs in there are very influential for that alternative raw kind of.
Rock and roll.
It's 2014. Caitlin Osman skates in the Winter Olympics for the first time. What songs were you listening to in 2014?
Steve Maloney put out a record that year with The Wandering Kind. That he was getting a lot of buzz then. Dope Piece from Rabbit Town. Yeah, he put out his first album.
The name's Dope Pete, coming straight at it, the gut it, cause the length is fucked town, homie, I ain't like no other. I'm rather unique, I got a family to carry on my shoulders, Tesla's, boy, we finna run.
Rock and Rocket Ship were big, becoming really big, like all over Canada and the States with their record Shake It Off.
Headed for the West Coast, spirit burning at the bottom of our lungs.
What song did you pick in the end?
We picked We Are All Running by The Once.
We are all running the same race we are.
Colleen suggested this one, and I actually forgot about this song when she played it again. I was like, oh my God, like yes, like
This is a great tune.
yeah.
What songs made here in Newfoundland and Labrador would you include in this list? You can email us, nl25playlist@cbc.ca. So in 2015, the musical Come From Away is originally produced at La Jolla Playhouse in California. What songs from 2015 were you guys listening to and reviewing?
Cat McLeavy came out with their album Evergrown that year, which had Old Shoreline, which was a great song.
Follow me down to the old shoreline, 'cause I'm getting ready to leave this coast behind.
Jerry Stamp came out with Rogue a Doubt. Marathon Man got all kinds of airplay on CHMR, I know that, and commercial radio as well, I believe.
So when it came to them picking a song that really spoke to this province in 2015, what did you guys come up with?
We picked the Fortunate Ones, the song The Bliss.
This is all there is. Maybe that's okay. Believing in the bliss, wishing my time away.
I just thought it was a sweet, beautiful song. It had a great video. Fortunate Ones were really getting around, getting on the go that time, and we made sure to represent them in this list.
Well, the year 2016, we said farewell to a lot of beloved musicians that weren't from Newfoundland and Labrador, but really, I think a lot of Newfoundland and Labrador music lovers felt connected to. Of course, David Bowie early in 2016 and Leonard Cohen later that year. And that was also the summer that the Tragically Hip did its farewell summer tour. So what songs, though, made in this province were you guys looking at and listening to from 2016?
Durham Kane and An Incredible Woman, a record vinyl came out.
Yeah.
And I
Incredible.
really like that album.
I really did too.
Use my own master, fight my protection, bitch down on nothing.
Definitely a cool time of probably young people moving in for MUN and, you know, maybe getting excited by, like, I think there was like a big boom, like we were talking about. Our pick is kind of, I think, a showing of that interest of like
That's
young
right.
people like
That's
playing rock and pop and alternative music, which our pick is Dukes by Repartee.
Yeah, worth fighting for. Come on over and we'll settle it right. Put your dukes up, 'cause I'm ready to fight for you. I'll fight for you.
Successful outside of the province, and it was really nice to see they were signed to a label and they were like touring, and very cool.
I'll fight for you.
We're now at the year 2017. The Tim Hortons Briar was held in St. John's in March of that year, and the Bragouju curling rink won the Briar in front of a hometown crowd. Also, the Briar Pit shattered all previous bar sales records for the Briar. What music were you digging into from 2017?
Amelia Curran came out with Watershed.
Gravity, 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 gravity. Oh, I feel it taking hold.
Matthew Byrne once again came out with Horizon Lines.
It's been 5 months since we were wed. I know how fast the time has fled. We must part at the dawning of the day when the good ship bears my love away.
For the winner, we chose Anarchy Baby by Property.
Time for reconciliation. So I squat to fly on the wall.
It was cool to see a band from here play without a drummer and a drum machine instead. I remember thinking like that was a really interesting and bold statement.
I go down to the water to relieve my mind of systematic slaughter.
The year is 2018. Newfoundland is hot, as in photogenic. Big campaigns from General Motors, Canada Goose, and Atmosphere were shot here in Newfoundland. Newfoundland actually turns up in a few shots in the blockbuster film Aquaman. What songs were you guys listening to from 2018?
Kelly Loader was a rising star at that year, hey?
Is there anyone out there, anyone like me?
Rum Raggy put out Hard Times.
That's right.
Awesome album.
On Monday I met Mary Ann and Tuesday Mary Jane. On Wednesday I met Miss McCann and Thursday Kitty Payne.
So in the end, Richie, what did you guys come up with for 2018?
Sherry Ryan and Stop the Trains from the album Wreck House.
A highfalutin manager came into town one day, said one man's authority should never stop a train.
Just a great songwriter.
I think like this is one that is a testament to the idea of music that doesn't sound traditionally Newfoundland.
That's right.
And if you're from here, you know what it's about. Like it's like you said, it's a part of our history, and to anyone else, it could just sound like a song about trains. Yeah. So I think that's a really cool one. You know, it's a great like almost country number.
Stop the train, stop the train. You don't wanna let 'em pass. Hold it.
We're looking at the year 2019 now for Newfoundland and Labrador music. That was the year that Hudson and Rex started shooting in Newfoundland and Labrador. In 2019, in terms of music made in this province, what did the three of you look at?
Tim Baker's first solo album came out that year.
What's to come, I cannot say, but the mainland calls to take me away.
Ian Foster and Nancy Hines had a week in December, which was kind of, I guess, this sort of a seasonal album.
Yeah.
I tell you, I've been kicking our bad old ways, and you cheers my glass for old time's sake.
This sounds like another tough year to pick, though. Like, what did you come up with in the end?
We came up with Eastern Owl, the drum.
Now here I am, and Wyoming, and I'm dancing to the drum.
What song made in Newfoundland and Labrador in that time stands out to you? Drop us an email, the NL25 playlist at cbc.ca. Right now, we're at 2020, and that year started with Snowmageddon. Then there was the pandemic. And I have to say, Richie, you kind of made a bright spot for all of us during the pandemic with the Co-Video Collective.
Ah,
Talking away, I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway.
we must have made about 18 or to 25 videos during the COVID days, and it was a way to kind of uplift spirits, to just kind of have musicians, artists to kind of show their thing or online. So it was a good little project.
Well, there's lots of music to dive into from 2020. What were you guys looking at?
The Silver Wolf Band came out with Storms and Prayers, a band from Labrador. Soap opera.
Yeah, soap opera.
Yeah,
Had a
they were big
single,
then.
Tension Mountain, that was a big one.
There's a look in your eyes, and my mind latches on to a thought that you thought.
So what song did you come up with from 2020 after all that?
We picked Rum Ragged, The Thing About Fish.
What is it about fish and how our story has been told? Now it's all about oil, hydro iron, or nickel and gold.
This is another song that represents our province. This, really fishing is what put us on the map. And it's another one of those songs, like when you hear, like Fling Out the Flag, the Flag of Newfoundland we mentioned earlier by Shanny Gannock. It's one of those that kind of makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up with your pride.
We're at 2021 right now. We are still in the middle of the pandemic. And at this point, do we even know what year it is? What's going on? Time as we recognize it seems to have stopped moving in the way that it should be moving. Do we even remember any music from 2021 at this point?
Well, we've got Anna and Eric now here in St. John's.
From Brazil.
From Brazil.
Vem cá, deixa disso, meu amor.
Big Space put out an album. That was some great instrumental
Fusion.
music. Janet Cole put out an album.
Hear It. Great album.
Ultimately, though, what song did you wind up picking for 2021?
We picked Kelly McMichael, song Stepping Stone, album Waves.
Friends, they come and go when I hear your song on the radio. Was it just a stepping stone for you?
It's a great like pop rock album, and it's nice to see someone like having that much success.
2022, Russia invades Ukraine, and as we look around, Newfoundland and Labrador continues to diversify. We have a lot of Ukrainians on the ground here. Now, Ukrainian, Newfoundlander, and Labradorians. What songs were you guys listening to in 2022?
We have Nick Earl, Chris Picco.
Rollins Cross, we're back with Sunrise. Fortunate Ones again with That Was You and Me.
So in the end, what did you guys come up with?
Well, it's interesting you said the year about the
invasion.
Ukraine. We chose the Cubasonics.
The song Kalina from Cuba Songs.
Там дівчина ходила, 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 шварички ходила, 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 шварички ходила.
There's a lot of Newfoundland music influence within the band too, which makes them super unique. Such an upbeat song.
We're at 2023, and I know from my day job at Weekend AM, like what we think of as Newfoundland and Labrador music is really changing. Like we're really starting to notice the broad range of genres and different parts of the world that are reflected in music that's being made here in Newfoundland and Labrador. Like what were you guys listening to from 2023 from this province?
Volumy's album comes to mind.
Yeah.
Thoughtful hesitation, both hands apart. She walked across uneven ground.
Nico Paulo's album comes to mind. Yeah.
He's influenced, yeah.
Yeah, and that was great, and also got a lot of nationwide recognition, which is cool.
Tim Baker with The Festival.
So what song did you pick for 2023?
Baraka, I'll Be There. He put out his EP Voicemail that year, and it's such a positive message and just sounds amazing.
We're at 2024, which is just last year, and that was the summer of Shania. I think people from all over Newfoundland and Labrador flocked into the city to see Shania. It was also the summer of the Lucky Seven, those fishermen that were plucked from the water
right.
off the northeast coast. What were you listening to from 2024, just last year?
Some great records came out last year. Lynn O'Neill.
Adrian House.
Yeah. Claire Porter, Time Alone.
So much to pick from, though, last year. What did you wind up going with in the end?
Mick Davis and Thin Love Vibrations.
I think that like kind of power pop sound is so relevant now as well for younger people who are like listening to these alternative bands. I feel like you could play that album and that song for anybody of any age, and they could find something that they like out of it, you know?
What song made in Newfoundland and Labrador in that time stands out to you? Drop us an email, the NL25 playlist at cbc.ca.